Now You See Me, Now You Don't. The movie was on like I want to say a hiatus, but it's one of those movies that take 10 plus years to come back. There was a 1 and 2 pretty close to the other, then it was a 3. You know, every time they do a 3, they gotta add new people. I liked the beginning scene where you think, the spoiler, but it's been out a minute, so, but I like the beginning scene where you think it's them, but it ain't them. I like that, because then that's how you introduce the new people. And then it made sense why the other people would have came back after however time they had been apart. I remember 1 and 2, but it's been so long, but I remember the basis of it. Why did they, this is a big spoiler, why did they unalive Morgan Freeman? I kept thinking he was going to come back. Why did they do that? What was the point of that? There was no point of that. Maybe if they come back at the end, they'd be like, oh, surprise, no, he didn't really, like, die. I don't know why they did that. I'm like, what was the point? It wasn't no point to the story to do that. Is he like, okay, y'all on your own now? I think when people be coming back, they be wanting to kill somebody off just to have a aha. Like, with Scream, whatever Scream there was, and they killed Dewey. It's like, y'all just be doing stuff. And then, I know she did last summer, they made Freddie Prinze Jr. one of the killers. It's like, sorry, y'all ain't seen their movies, I just spoiled it, but it's like, geez Louise, why are y'all doing that? Like, that's exhausting to think. I don't know why they killed Morgan Freeman. I don't know. It's like, you can have 2 black people on screen at the same time. Like, why did y'all do that? I don't know. But I thought the beginner is really good. It was only 3 of them. You would have think they would have had 4 of them, like, to match the Horsemen. There's just 4 of them. Well, 5 with the other girl that I kind of remember. Not really, though. I don't really remember her like that. But it's like, I don't know why they didn't have a 4 to even it out. Or maybe because, like I said, the girl, it was an extra girl. So that was another thing. But overall, I don't know if I have a lot to say about the movie. The fight scenes are always hilarious because it's a mess. I'm like, what's happening? Like, the fight scene thing, it ain't gonna mess. It's just like, what's happening? I don't know if it was the same writers from the first 2, but it felt pretty much like the first 2. But it didn't feel like too much of a difference. I wouldn't say they extremely built the characters up, but maybe because they started like that, so it was kind of hard to build the characters up because they started like just so fast right out the bat of them being them. It probably would have been better if we would have, but then people would have knew, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm about to say it would have been better if we saw them do other, like, things before that one, but it's like, it's hard to do that. Well, they could have still did that because you still wouldn't know it was them necessarily. You would have a better chance of thinking it's them, but you wouldn't know. So I think that would have been better. Like, I feel like movies lately is missing, like, building up the characters. Like, I feel like you're not really knowing who the characters are. Like, he's brushed on it. Oh, you was an orphan. You did this, which is important, obviously, to the story later on. But it's like, they're not, like, they're not really building these characters up enough for me in these movies. Like, you're not feeling anything. I shouldn't walk away with a movie not feeling anything. Like, the point of it is to feel something, good or bad. And I don't know if I felt anything throughout the movie, but it was cool. Like, it was like nostalgia, I guess. Like, it's the same theatrics that they had, and Magic Trees, it was pretty much the same as the first 2. So if you like the first 2, I feel like you like this one. Then everybody was there. It wasn't like everybody wasn't there. I liked how, for the most part, I liked how they were wrapped at the end. And they just said, we the 4 horsemen. Like, and we are the horsemen. Oh, no, at that point, the person didn't say they came up on the, I don't know, was he a part of the horseman that they said was in jail or something? They were saying, I don't know. I can't really remember, like I said, like that. But the dude that popped up at the end on the, not projector, but something like a projector, and he was saying they were part of the 4 horsemen now. First he's like, yeah, I think y'all just can pretend to be the horsemen, y'all can be a part of it. But then he's like, okay, y'all are part of it. So that was cool. And like, was one of the taller boy or the younger kids, the taller boy and the girl, was they gonna be dating or was they just friends? I don't know. Because, you know, there was something with the other woman from the last one that was, she married somebody else, but I think him and her had something, or he wanted to have something. I can't really remember, but it was one of them stories like you have to pay attention to little stuff here and there because they was giving you little trinkets here and there. So like when, I don't know the character's name actually. I don't know the character's name, but when the older guy that be hypnotizing people, that was funny. That was the one funny scene I think on when he He hypnotized the people in Belgium. I don't know. He was like, whatever it was. I was another language. He's like, oh, that's why they ain't hypnotized good, because I didn't do it in the right language. Him, the older of the original cast, he was interrogating. I mean, not interrogating, but when the woman came in, he was talking to her. He was reading her, saying, saying everything about her life. Her dad was cheating on the mama with the maid or housekeeper, whatever. Maid, and she did something to the maid card on a lot of maid or whatever. But then at the end, it revealed like the black guy. They killed Morgan Freeman, so it's only one child, black guy. So the black guy in it, that was her brother, and he was in a car when she did the thing to unalive the housekeeper. So, but he was like, she didn't know she was there, but he was like, you were happy to know that I was in the car. So, I guess his mother, the maid, and her actual mother killed herself, but she was so distraught, I guess. But the maid spent her last breath to save the son. I don't know how it. That's what I'm saying. The story is good, but what's the detail of how wouldn't she know that he survived? Because he was a baby at that time. So it wasn't like he was a teenager. So, I mean, he could have ran and started his own life. He was a baby. So somebody would have had to, hey, this baby survived. He would have had to go somewhere. So that was like, that was weird to me. And then obviously he's part the dad DNA. Where was the dad? What did they say happened to dad? He died of cancer or something? I don't know. Remember what happened to our daddy though. I don't remember what happened to the dad. I don't know why I don't remember that, but I don't remember where they set the dad. Well, I know mama killed us, but where did the daddy go? I can't remember. But till he dies, I'm guessing some later on or whatever, and she took over his company or his business or whatever. But now the son was entitled to everything, and he was like, he's going to give the money away. I'm guessing it was supposed to be like a blood diamond type of thing. And I did like in the beginning too. They was like diamonds and all this stuff wasn't worth anything. Jewels, diamonds, whatever, wasn't worth anything. But then y'all convinced everybody else that it was worth something for them to buy. It's like, that's like literally before they can you gotta have a ring to get married. It's like the biggest scam. All this stuff is the biggest scam. People do it because that's what they know, and it's hilarious. Like, they really did the biggest scheme scam LYT exists. Like, with this stuff, saying it's worth all this money, no matter what it is. Saying gold, I think, is the only thing that's really supposed to be worth something for real. I don't know, don't quote me, but all this stuff saying you gotta have a big wedding and dress and gotta do all this, and Christmas, you gotta buy these gifts, and like we just followed into it. Me and Coo did not just have with the wedding and stuff. We're like, Christmas is cool, especially for kids, but it's just like a day to have fun and bring family together. So I'm not mad at the Thanksgivings and the Christmas and stuff like that, because they do bring family and friends together. But you can create your own day to do that, but it's just only Canada, and then you usually have off, so it's just convenient. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I did like when you said that's like true. I love when some have a lesson, and at least it did have some lessons in it. So I like how the friends was all with him planning that. They planned the whole thing to get the horsemen involved, and then so the cars they got was from him, not from the actual person. So. And then they pretended to be them to get their attention, put their pictures there worth to bring them back. Like, everything was planned out with that. Because I just don't know how the woman wouldn't know he survived. It would have been better if they said she knew he survived, but she sent him to foster care or something. Or maybe, because you would think, oh, you know what? Okay, I know what it is now. Maybe people wasn't thinking that was his son, because obviously that was his housekeeper, so they didn't notify her. I'm guessing, like, why would you notify her if you thinking he don't have no family, right? I don't know how you would know. You would think they would contact the employers on that, or they would just word around town, but I guess not. But yeah, so that had to be why. Like, he was an orphan. He was in foster care. They must have just put him in foster care. He didn't tell nobody, like, and just maybe didn't assume he had any family, and didn't go to her employers and stuff like that and ask anything. I think it was done well. Usually with movies like that, when they add newer, younger people, it don't really flow, but I think they incorporated them equally enough and combined it enough to it didn't feel forced and it didn't feel weird.